My name is Rachel, and my speech today will be on my experience in Guatemala. Guatemala is an amazing place, and anyone that goes there will have a great time. I lived in Guatemala for almost 3 years, and my experience really impacted my life. Their way of living is a lot different than ours, and it taught me a lot of different things. My experience has changed the way I look at life and made me appreciate life as an American even more. About Guatemala. On the website Country Reports, they talk about some different facts and information about Guatemala. Guatemala is 42,042 square miles and is located in Central America, bordering the North Pacific Ocean between El Salvador and Mexico. Guatemala is such a beautiful place, and it has mountains and volcanoes pretty much anywhere you look. Right here, it's a picture of just a few of the mountains. The village I was at had their own way of living, dressing, and eating. And it could be difficult for many people, but I thankfully really wanted to learn more about the amazing place. The people in the village where I lived were such hard workers, and they truly care for people. A few examples of how hard they work is they wash their laundry by hand. They do not have ovens, so they make their food by fires, and they cook everything from scratch. And I was able to learn all the ways that they made their food and did their laundry, and let me tell you, it's not easy at all. And one way they show care for people is if they have visitors, doesn't matter how little food they have or anything they have, they will give them. Just a little drink or cookies or whatever. And they'll make sure that they're comfortable. If they have even a small little broken chair, they'll make sure that they sit down. Or a mattress, flat mattress, they'll make sure that they can sit down and they're comfortable. And their hospitality has taught me so much about caring for people. And the word hospitable on the dictionary.com means receiving and treating guests or strangers warmly and generously, and that is exactly how they are. And my time spent in Guatemala has changed my view as an American, and most everyone I met there were so thankful for even the smallest things. And sometimes we as Americans take advantage and take for granted the things that we have, even the small things. And them, even the small things, they appreciated. And I was able to learn the culture as well as the language, and learning the culture taught me more about who they are and how they live. My experience in Guatemala has made me look at life differently, and it was a great experience, and I would do anything to go back. And if anyone else is looking for a great experience and a way to learn a new culture, I would definitely recommend Guatemala, because I can highly recommend that you will be changed. Thank you. Any questions?
How long did it take you to pick up the language in Guatemala?
Since I was really determined to learning, it took me about 6 months where I could keep conversation and was getting fluent. But I was really determined to learn, so. Any other questions?
How long did you say you lived there again?
I lived there for almost 3 years, but I have been visiting Guatemala since I was 10 years old. So for 10 years, I've just been going back. Any other questions?
What's your absolute favorite thing about Guatemala?
Gosh, I could talk about Guatemala for hours. I really could, but one of my favorite things is definitely the people. They, like I said, are so welcoming and so hospitable, and they just appreciate every little thing you do for them, and they're just always willing to do more for you as well. So that was a great experience. Thank y'all.